What does a maxed out gaming setup look like from Best Buy? Well, let's find out, boys. Now, in order to build out a maxed out gaming setup, we're gonna need 8 different items, starting with a gaming monitor and ending with a gaming PC. Now, the one thing I am fearful of is we just finished a Costco gaming setup, and I knew they were gonna be limited on their selections when it comes to gaming setup. Well, here at Best Buy, we're gonna have a little bit too many options. If this is any indication of how today's gonna go, our first monitor that we see is $1,200.
Light work.
Do you have that credit card we talked about?
No.
Okay. Quinn's not getting paid for the week. All right, but when I say maxed out, I mean the best when it comes to gaming, because you have an LG 5K $2,000 gaming monitor, but 45 inches ultra wide, not gonna do well in your FPS games. So we're gonna look at something a little bit smaller, a little bit better for the gaming side of things, unless Quinn wants to buy that for me. What?
No.
Okay, Joel, what do we feel about ASUS, the world's first 27-inch OLED 4K gaming monitor right here? I think it's like $1,200. Actually, they came down in price, $979, and it's almost $300 off. Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, this $1,000 monitor is only the first step of this setup, because once we finish shopping, we have to take everything back to the house, get it set up, put it through some stress tests, and of course, see how it holds up to some of our favorite games. But before we get to that,
I know you guys are excited for us to get to the PC selection, but not quite yet, because up next, we got peripherals. All right, for the peripherals, first up, we're gonna go with a gaming mouse. Now, the 2 companies that I wanna focus on is Razer, and then you also have Logitech. And this is where it's gonna get good, because with the new Viper V3 Pro gaming mice, these are arguably in the top contention when it comes to gaming mice. But we all know, the king of FPS games is still going to be your G Pro Superlight. What are we thinking, Quinn? Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the Logitech G Pro Superlight is the GOAT of gaming.
That's what I was gonna say.
Is that what you were gonna say?
Yeah.
All right, $180 for the Pro X Superlight 2. But bros, it's a maxed out gaming setup. Go put this in the cart. I mean, how do you determine what is the best gaming headset? We have so many options. Because I've heard a lot about the Corsair Virtuosos Max, and they are on sale for $53 off. They are now only $276. They look premium. I mean, Joel, every single headset has like a plastic exterior, while your Virtuosos from Corsair more have like this stainless steel hard exterior. I mean, it just gives it a more premium feel and look. This has got to be it.
Dang it.
All right, so we just finished up looking at the Logitech, the Razer gaming keyboards. You do have Corsair right here, but boys, this is easy, the winner. You got SteelSeries Apex Pro mini gaming keyboard, and can we even just say, rated by IGN as the best overall gaming keyboard. Why? Because it's not about the size of the dog, but the size, the fight in the... Anyways, it has adjustable switches and the rapid trigger technology. So when you talk about response times from a gaming keyboard, we're gonna be testing this one out. And boys, it is actually on sale from $220 down to $180. God, this is gonna be an expensive trip.
Right.
All right, last but not least, the moment you guys been waiting for, gaming PCs. And I must say we have a wide selection from CyberPower, iBuyPower, HP Omen. Dude, I legitimately, this may be the best gaming PC, because the other one had an Ultra 9 processor and a 5070 Ti, which again, we're getting a 4K gaming monitor. That's gonna do much more, or wow. So that's gonna do, wow, dude. English? Wow. So like I was saying, that's gonna do so much better because the AI generation frames, the DLSS 4, you have ray tracing on the RTX, but I think they're sold out of the one with the Ultra 9 and 5070 Ti, which means, can you put this in there?
In the cart?
Yeah.
Me grab.
Yep. Building a setup.
It looks like
Having fun with it.
you know what you're doing.
Almost. We'll see.
Yeah.
Dude, it's getting heavy. Like, you gotta put this in the cart.
I'm just gonna meet you guys at the house.
What do I do now?
Who's gonna put the boxes in the cart?
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, he had one job. He won't be missed.
after Quinn rage quit, we had to get a mouse pad.
Quinn. Oh.
And that's when I realized something. Apparently, Best Buy does not carry any gaming chairs or desks, which is honestly surprising to me, but that's where my boy Tanner here came in and saved the day, and, well, they still didn't have any chairs or desks. But what they did have was one more PC that they had in the back, which was an ASUS pre-built PC rocking a 5080 graphics card, an Ultra 7 processor, and 32 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM, which is actually much better than the previous pre-built PC that we were looking at getting, which had an Ultra 9 processor, but only a 5070 graphics card.
Perfect. Anything else we're needing?
I think this is right now.
Oh, bro, the PC is like 4,700 and some change. Now that we got all the products down here in my basement, it's time to unbox everything and see how well this setup holds up against our stress tests.
But Kyle, what's that?
Well, Quinn, I'm glad you asked because TP-Link just reached out to us and they said, we need to upgrade your internet because we watched your last YouTube video and we saw how much you struggled with it. And it had our download speeds at 80 megabits per second. So TP-Link just sent us out their BE9700 router, in which it was in the Tom's Guide as the best budget router for under $250. And guys, it's about time we get an upgrade on that internet. So let's go get it installed. Joel, it's time to get this thing installed. Come on in.
What are you doing in the closet?
This is where the internet is. But let me tell you boys what you're getting for under 250 bucks. You're gonna be getting tri-band speeds up to 9.7 gigabits per second, square footage coverage up to 2,600 square feet, and seeing that my theater room is 250 square feet, we should be just fine.
Flex.
What? But you also are getting a 10 gigabit Ethernet port. And last but not least, you're also getting the TP-Link Home Shield protection. But enough yapping about the speeds. It's time to finish building out the setup and see what kind of speeds we really get with this router. But back to the show, boys.
TP stands for toilet paper, for those of you who don't know.
All right, so our good buddy Tanner said Best Buy had no gaming desks or gaming chairs, but the nice thing is he said the one that they do sell is the Razer Isker version 2. But this is it. You get a 6D back support, 4D armrest. You have a wider base on your gaming chair because guys, can I be honest? Some of us are 6'7" boys, and so we need some gaming chairs that can hold us up. Let's actually get back to the tech. Are you okay with that, Quinn?
Yeah, 6'7", 670 pounds.
Whoa. All right, let's start with the star of the show. You have the ASUS 27-inch 4K 240 hertz OLED 0.03 millisecond response time gaming monitor, and I must add, I saw this monitor at CES this last year, and it was advertised as the world's first 27-inch 4K OLED 240 hertz monitor. There was a whole lot of specs in that. Let's get it unboxed and see how it looks. Unboxing tool, please. All right, we got to be very careful with this monitor because it's $1,000 and we don't want to break it. Why is this thing? We made a dent in this thing. Dude, why is it not coming out? Now, I am a professional monitor unboxer, so this has never gone wrong. You take the stand. It's kind of like a chiropractor, honestly. Ready? Now breathe out. Oh, yeah, perfect.
Gosh, I hope that's not the screen.
Why isn't it clipping in? I think we're okay. All right, Joel, it's time for the grand reveal.
Wow.
So we went with a 27-inch display, like I said before. Gonna be a lot better for your competitive games, your FPS shooters, things of that nature. Best preferred screen size for advanced gamers. Kind of like myself. Next up, we have our mouse pad from Glorious, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little confused on what I got because we have a glass mouse pad that's infused with cloth. Surface with uniform X and Y tracking. So I don't know if I got a glass mouse pad or a cloth mouse pad, but let's see. Good news, boys. We got a cloth mouse pad. I'm still confused. I don't know. Dude, if you look at this though, oh, feel that? So you can see the sparkles in the cloth, which I guess that's what they're referring to, is that the cloth actually has glass infusion in it, which I mean is just mind-boggling since that's what it says on the front of the box.
Wow, so it's exactly what it said?
Yeah.
That's crazy, it's so malleable. Look that up if you don't know what it means.
Next up, we got your Logitech Pro X Superlight 2, and this thing better live up to the hype because I don't remember the last time I had a Logitech mouse. I think it was the G502 ergonomic that you could put weights into, make it heavier. Now, when did we go wrong with a society where we wanted our mice super light? People that don't lift, you know what I'm saying?
Why are you?
I will say, dude, feel that? Feel how light that is. Okay, that's enough from Joel. Man, that's nice. Holy smokes, this glass infused mouse pad. I mean, jeez. 44,000 DPI sensor.
Wow. Sorry.
It's coming in with up to 95 hours of battery life, a 44,000 DPI sensor, and an 8K polling rate, all at 60 grams weight. All right, next up, we got the Apex Mini Pro right here from SteelSeries. Again, IGN rated this the best overall gaming keyboard just because of the rapid trigger functionality. You got the response time that is crazy. You have mechanical switches on this one rather than your standard like tactile linear switches, which gives you that ability to actually change how sensitive you want the key to be. It's actually really nice. My only complaint, we lost the arrow keys. This thing is compact, like Quinn. All right, so next up, we have our gaming headset, the Corsair Virtuoso Max. Again, guys, we had a lot of decisions when it came to gaming headsets. I mean, how do you pick out which ones you want? Most of them being made out of plastic. These, I'm hoping we get a little more quality, a little more like stainless steel feel to them. Those look actually really nice.
Yeah, nothing like feels stainless steel in your noggin.
Right? So it even comes with, I've been seeing this more and more, a detachable microphone that is USB-C. If you want to mute yourself, you can either just unplug this, or if it's already plugged in, you just tap that button and you mute it. Next up is the moment of truth that everyone has been waiting for, the gaming PC. And I got to give a huge shout out to my boy Tanner, because we were about to check out with a 9070 XT with a 7800X 3D processor PC that probably would have saved me like $1,000. But I'm just so glad that we found the more expensive, more powerful gaming PC for the video. But anyways, let's get it opened up. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the moment of truth. I swear this isn't my first time unboxing something. Would you let go? Thank you. I gotta say, this PC case actually super clean. Much like So Smooth. But we have a 5080 graphics card, an Ultra 7 processor. But the biggest reason why we went with this one is with our 4K monitor, when you get up to 4K resolution, it's gonna be so taxing on your graphics card that, man, if we would've went with the 5070 Ti or the 9070 XT that we originally were looking at, we weren't gonna be able to use this monitor to its full capacity. So I'm glad that we were able to find a 5080 in the back, but let's get it plugged in. And of course, like what we always do on this channel, we will get this on the first click. Did you get my good side, Joel? All right, Joel, are you ready?
You've only successfully been able to turn on a PC first try once.
Well, guess what? Dang it, dude. Oh, no, it went. Just took a minute, boys. You gotta be patient, okay?
I believe that's 2 for those of you counting at home. Dad.
I don't know what kind of answer that is.
Now that our setup has been built, it's time for the main event. We're going to be putting our PC through several extensive stress tests to see what kind of score it gets, then drop into some Marvel Rivals to see how well it holds up to some real-life gameplay with our brand new improved 244 megabit download speeds and 378 megabit upload speeds.
Oh, good. My stress test on the PC is ready to eat for everyone. We're about to stress test some multi-core and single core on the CPU, so let's get started, boys. All right, our single core and our multi-core test just finished up in the Cinebench, and right now our CPU single core is 2,280 points and multi-core is 35,660 points. And just to give some context on that, you have your Ryzen 9800X 3D, which is known as the best gaming processor out on the market, and its multi-core was 23,000, which is about 12,000 less points, and single core was 2,100, which is about 100 points less than that. So when you're talking about single core and multi-core usage, Ultra 7 processor is actually doing really well. But now that we have our Cinebench test scores for this is the moment we've been waiting for. Let's drop into our game of Marvel Rivals. Ooh, yeah, you got that noise cancellation on here. Can you hear me, Joel?
Yeah, I don't think I have it.
Can you hear me? I will say this mouse pad, this thing glides, dude. All right, do you want the good news or bad news?
Good news.
Good news is we got into a game. Bad news is this monitor is 240 hertz and we're getting about 155 to 160 frames per second right now. But we're going to do auto frame generation with the graphics card. We're gonna apply that and look at that. We're at the exact same. No, I'm just kidding. So now we're hitting markers up to 210, which again, this monitor caps out at 240. So it's still a little low, but not too bad. All right, it's time to rapid fire my honest thoughts on this gaming setup. I have to give it a 9.8 out of 10. PC worked flawlessly, but with only having a 5080 GPU, we weren't able to get the 240 FPS out of a 4K gaming monitor. But when it comes to the monitor, crystal clear. I mean, I absolutely love this. The pixel density with 4K resolution on 27 inches, fantastic.
fantastic. Mouse and keyboard, loved them. Response time, what I say stuck out the most was this mouse pad. I've never had a glass infused cloth mouse pad, and with that, I could see definitely the difference in glide between just pure cloth and that infusion. And then of course, you have your gaming chair. This one is great. And of course, how could I forget the headset? When you talk about noise cancellation, I could not hear Joel here at the end when I was gaming. And I mean, it was more of a benefit. He yaps a little bit too much. But other than that, guys, this is the best gaming setup we have built so far, maxed out from Best Buy. But if you guys want to see another great maxed out gaming setup, you can check out the one from Costco right here. And guys, we'll see you on the next video. Oh, dude, his doorways just keep getting thinner and thinner, dude. Bon voyage.